Why, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Brickologist Animation Show, where I, Brickologist, often tackle many topics to do with the new Avengers saga, the Sonic the Hedgehog TLSMS Extended Universe, the Amateur Animators, my friends, and loads more. This is a midweek massive episode of the podcast, which I have not done in a while, though it differs from your typical midweek massive episode, as I have a very special guest on the podcast. And this could be the man who has appeared on it the most times. But to be honest, why would any of you find that surprising when he's my good friend, the real Hamburger? So hello, Hamburger, or hello, Rhydian. How are you?
I'm very good, Jim. Thank you. Thank you for having me on the podcast as well. Right.
How does it feel to be the top guest on the podcast?
Well, I don't have to wrestle with someone. Well, except for you, I don't have to wrestle with someone else to speak to.
Yeah, yeah, quite right, I suppose. Anyway, it's been a bit of an interesting year for you project wise. Would you say, Hamburger? Would you agree with that?
I would, Jim. Mostly focused on the amateur animators this year, haven't I?
True. So let's just take a little look at the timeline. So of course in earlier this year you wrote the banger episode of Sonic TLSMS episode 5 and Knuckles, which by the way to my viewers is the title. um,
Yeah.
then you worked on Peter the Plan 2 with Cheesy Axe. Depending on the success of that, you can call that whatever. You had the Aardman Show as well with Cheesy Axe. You had Dave Cow with George, which was an absolutely great film. And
Yeah.
yeah, you've been pretty much, you've kind of had a nice mix. Though it has to be said, that there hasn't been much hype on your channel directly in a while. Could it be said?
Yeah, there hasn't been. The last project I did on my channel was Peter Pan and the Agenda, which was quite a set project, I would say. So you are quite right.
Yes. Yes. But anyways, let's not, dwell, on, the past because we have to focus on the future, or more so this Friday, as what just so happens to be coming out is quite possibly the most experimental project from any of the amateur animators ever made. And that is War of the Worlds by TheRealHamburger. So, Rhydian, firstly, would you give us an introduction to what exactly is this War of the Worlds going to be about plot wise?
So, what the world's part wise is about kind of this broadcast happening, and you follow the host as he's trying to check if his family's alive amidst this invasion. So that's the basic plot without spoiling anything else.
Yes. Yeah, you couldn't really give much detail on that. Yeah, I suppose so. So yeah, that's kind of the plot. That it's a bit of a radio show from what I can gather. But what I also understand is that it's not necessarily your typical project because it's not animated, it's not puppeteered or live action. As a matter of fact, it's not even filmed. It's an audio.
Sorry,
Oh,
my mum was calling me there. But yeah, you are correct. Yeah, that is well, I do plan to add some maybe like live action scenes a bit later on tonight because that's kind of the last thing. But most of it, yes, it is audio based. So
easy, yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, it's funny, because for all our projects, that it's definitely there's definitely been nothing like it. Now that's honestly has been quite a common theme of a lot of your films, personally, really, and which I have found, because Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, the fan film, that was very broad. Underground, which you and I also collaborated on, really, and was very innovative with its dual animation style and dual
Yeah.
storytelling, as a matter of fact, nearly, because it was you and I responsible for it. So a lot of what you've made is often tended to be very innovative, and War of the Worlds is only the latest one to accompany that trend properly. So okay, that's kind of the basic rundown, of the film, and what it's going to be like. But could you tell us now, perhaps, Rhydian, who are the big stars in it, as I like to put, or just who are the notable people featuring in it?
Oh well. Let me think. There's George, myself, and how can I forget you as well? They're the three big key players in it. I did have someone drop off, but you know what? I think that drop off was best because I think everyone, well, especially you and George, performed in it uh spectacularly. So
Quite right, quite right. So, okay, so let's just think about that for a second. So obviously you're in it, Rhydian, and then we have George, who, of course, the star boy who's been absolutely lighting it up for the amateur animators this year, like across a lot of different fronts, especially on Stevel, the
mm.
crossover, and Dave Kettle, which were arguably, like some of his best projects. And George, can it be said that George is an extremely strong actor?
Oh, definitely. As you watch the project, he has power in his voice. I can't emphasize that enough. Every time I hear those lines, they just blow me away. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, yes. And yeah, I couldn't blame you, lads. And I personally think that Rhydian is right here, because I myself well know, how powerful George's voice can be. Like, I honestly think, his portrayal of Kang is, one of the most underrated roles in the history of our group. Like, because there's another character on my channel who kind of steals the spotlight. I'm not sure if you got many of you guys will necessarily get who I'm talking about at first, but I think Rhydian over here might get it. Rhydian, the character that let's just say he whipples all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. He does whipple around everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah. So, yeah, you are you generally happy with all the voice acting work in War of the Worlds?
Oh yeah. I think for a project like this, something so different, the voice acting needs to be like on, and everyone in it's done it, but like George does shine the brightest throughout. So you know,
Yes. For let's just say, I don't think we should dwell on this too deeply now, Rhydian. But if we're just asking you an experimental question, let's say if you were to describe my performance for my viewers in the film, how would you, in one word, what would you describe it?
superb. That's what I would describe it as.
Super. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
superb, superb.
Oh,
That's
superb. Very good. So, do you hear that, lads? The real hamburger says I'm superb. Now, maybe that's coming from my closest friend, I hear. So, of course, he's always going to say that. But, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, really. And it's, That's a very nice way to be described as well. So I couldn't thank you enough. And yeah, let's just hope that you end up we all end up fulfilling on our word. But I think I think from what's gonna happen, we will anyway. But so
Mm.
yeah, that's kind of that's kind of the general story, which is it appears. What else can I say? Oh yes, I'll be bringing up it right here now, but just asking you this, Rhydian. Hold on a second. I so I noticed that. Apologies, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to say, I have an image on screen right here now, and I just want to ask you very quickly about it. Like here,
Oh, I because my
oh,
phone it is it on your screen or is it on the
anyway, that's yeah. Apologies there.
yeah.
There's just, had to stop there for a second, but yeah. So could you tell us about this image as well? Let's say, I mean, firstly, all I could say, about my image, is that, like, for my viewers out there, that is an actual picture of me because I know I know that silhouette, like that's definitely the silhouette of a picture that gets shared around of me in the group quite frequently, and honestly, I have to say it's quite superb nearly, the way the detail is, with my face, the hair, like, the hair and the jacket as well, like, it's almost it is almost like a shadow of me. So like I could honestly applaud you, like I have to applaud you a lot, really, and on that drawing of me.
Yeah. What, what I will say it is definitely a drawing of you. I I was thinking I thought, oh, I've got all this audio and all this, but how are people going to know who's speaking and who the characters are? And I thought, what, I'll get some pictures, and I thought, what, let me see how Jim would be with it. So I made that, and obviously I had to ask for your permission first because it is your silhouette. And yeah, there are three, as and there's only three characters, so it's just to kind of help differentiate who's speaking because it can I well while I was rewatching it, it did ponder upon me. People possibly could find confusing who is and isn't speaking. So hopefully with the silhouettes, it becomes more obvious.
Quite right, yeah, quite right. But anyway, yes. What I will say about the picture that the real hamburger based this silhouette off, lads, is this could actually be quite significant for another film coming down the road. Though we will not be revealing that, Rhydian, until another good while. Isn't that right?
Oh yeah, for another good while. We're still kind of in early stages of production of that, I'd say.
Yes, yes. But to be honest, lads, it's going to be quite experimental. And let's just say that War of the Worlds might be the first project where you get to see my shadow. But in the next film that the real hamburger and I are talking about, you will get to see me for real. And
Yeah,
basically, face reveal announcement for Brickologist
it's animated.
Animations.
Yeah. So let's keep you pondering with the silhouette. Can't speak today.
Well, anyway, I suppose we could kind of, conclude the War of the World side of it. But
Mm.
I'll just ask, do you've got any general other news, Rhydian, that you would like to share with the viewers? I think one such talking point, is the recent success of a lot of amateur animators projects. And I've, I haven't even spoken about it publicly myself, but So we got a few success stories as of recently. Could you perhaps inform the viewers of a few of them?
Oh yeah, definitely. So on the Amateur Animator channel, as you know, we post all sort of variety of projects, but recently we've seen a kind of a spike in views, and this at the minute the highest grossing Amateur Animator project is the Argman Show episode 3, Taxi Trouble, and it goes on there. It shocked all of us, I'd say. Well, it definitely shocked me.
Yes, yes.
I feel like I'm missing something as well. Hang on.
Well, not only that, but Lima and Harry Hill too
Oh
have
yeah.
broken respective records as well, crossing both 2,000 views and 500 views.
My apologies. I seem to have forgotten about that. But yeah, congratulations to Lima. From an outside view, I know you guys on Jim's channel. You get to know him quite a lot, and us in the amateur animators, we are if on everything we've always talked about. Lima has always been on top. I think the views are definitely deserved.
But even Harry Hill too, it cannot be denied, that from all the work
That's
gone
true.
into that, it didn't deserve its success. Like,
Yeah, Harry Hill too as well. I'm quite proud of the Harry Hill too getting 500. I'm guessing you are as well, Jim. It's one of our more, I'd say, out there projects. It's on Cheesy Axe channel if you want to go watch that. But I think it's one of our more out there projects. So getting to 500 views is it's crazy to think about, you know.
indeed it is, indeed it is. Like, and I hope Cheesy Axe is thrilled about it. Like, I was kind of sad
Mm,
that he didn't post about it himself. But yeah, I
mm,
mean, it's it's just a sign like of how how even nearly a year after both these respective projects have released, that they're they're pretty that they're doing pretty solidly, and yeah, hopefully there's more to come. And all I can say is that there is definitely a lot more to come on Lima, because I will be remastering that as well for its anniversary. But more on that at the time.
mm.
Anyways, I mean, yeah, that's kind of one point, down. Do we have any other general talking points about the amateur animators, really, and like,
Uh, General talking points. Well, I I do know. As I mentioned before, the Argument show last time pretty popular. Me and Cheesy Axe have written the fourth episode, so that I don't know when that'll be coming, but I should be soon. Could uh, This is a good weekend. That's that's a plan.
ooh, I don't think our viewers quite know about it, but we do have to get one kind of topic, just elaborated on as well, really. And
Mm,
so, like, as of right now, the amateur animators crew is split into four. Is it? Yeah,
yeah.
it's split across, because of, let's say, the break that we took, but we haven't come
Mm,
back despite we're all on talking terms with each other, and we're all on working terms with each other to an extent even. But it's
yeah.
just it's hard to properly reunite right now anyway, because of the break. But I think that the amateur animators will indeed be reuniting soon again, starting with the real hamburger and I.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. When- I, Sorry, I feel like there's always something I'm forgetting. I mean, well, we have that project, but obviously you said we'll speak about that later in the year. What else is Oh yes, I remember. I'm writing an episode for the New Avengers, aren't I? Well, not in the world of the New Avengers.
Really? Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I mean, I think you're getting a bit ahead of yourself there now.
Oh,
Already. New Avengers season 3 is still a
so
bit out, but don't
mm,
worry. Yes, that is news. And by the way, lads, Rhydian isn't the only person who could possibly be writing on New Avengers. That a few of my other friends could be as well. And yes, that's overall all we generally have to say. Like because I don't think that there's too much, without spoiling others stuff. So you know what? I'd like to thank you very much here, Rhydian, for the interview. And now, lads, I'll be going on for another bit, but that's because I'm doing my own celebrations as I have a great occasion to celebrate. But now, Rhydian, I just like to take the time to thank you very much, for giving us your time and talking about War of the Worlds, the amateur animators, and loads more. So thank you very much, Rudy, and my most frequent guest.
thanks for having me on, Jim. I always quite enjoy talking to you, as you know, and I love sharing everything with everyone. So not literally everything, but I always love it when we get to discuss stuff we're always making. So yeah, thank you for having me on, and I can't thank you enough for helping me finish War of the Worlds before I go. Because if it wasn't for you, that we probably would have been talking about this in about a year on. So thank you for that.
Yes, yes, Rhydian. Yes, yes. Thank you very much for coming on. So, and we'll hopefully see you next time on the podcast. Maybe for when the amateur animators group reunites. But
All right,
that will be when that happens.
yeah. All right, thank you for having me, Jim.
We'll see you so, Rhydian. Bye bye.
Bye.
There we go. So that's the real hamburger, lads. That's really down, and he's always a great guest, to have on the podcast. But anyways, lads, I'm pleased to inform you all myself that I'm going off to Chicago in a few days. And now you may be wondering to yourself, why on earth is Brigologist going to Chicago of all places? And well, lads, I'll tell you why here. I'm going to watch the Irish rugby team take on the All Blacks or New Zealand rugby team for those of you who don't know. And it's one of the biggest rugby match fixtures in the world on in Soldier Field, which is a really, really nice stadium. That yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. And if we're going back the clock, about 9 years ago, Ireland beat New Zealand for the first time ever in their rugby history in Soldier Field. So it's clearly, a very historic site. And, it's a great place to be going, Chicago, because it's just a great city as well. Like, I'll be out there when Rhydian is premiering his War of the Worlds project, but as well, like I'll be watching, I'll be going out to watch an NBA game, and lads, mwah, it is just brilliant. I'm so glad to be going out to Chicago. Like, it's myself and my dad, like, who's very good to me, and yeah, it's just brilliant, lads. To honestly going out to such a great city. But in order to celebrate this, I've decided to play some Irish music for you guys on my banjo and maybe even sing it if I can. So, let's start, with one of my old favorites. It's by a band called the Clancy Brothers, and it's called Wild Mountain Time. If I can maybe get the lyrics up here, that would be greatly helpful. Yep, this is gonna be exciting. So, oh, boys, here we go. This is gonna be absolutely hilarious. Because I'm not. Well, I think I'm a decent singer, but anyway, here goes nothing. In 3, 2, 1, or should I start it on the banjo? Oh, it's like now remove this as well. 3, 2, 1. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Just go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Just go. I will build my love a bower near yon crystal fountain, and on it I shall pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie? Just go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Just go. Now the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain behind grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Just go, and we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Just go. Hey. Well, I'll be doing some banjo and some. I'll be singing and I'll be just instrumentalizing. So let's see what I can do. And now, this is, and lads, this one right here is a real Irish rugby team. I'm not sure you've ever heard of it, but it's called the Fields of Athenry. So I hope you guys like it. 3, 4. Let's get it on. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's. Oh, same. So the young man see them on. Now the prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Where once we watched the small free birds fly, our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the Yeah, I don't know. Let me try to sing that properly. Hold on a second, lads. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have built. Michael, they have built. Oh, bother that. I can't. Michael, they have taken you away. For you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now the prison ship lies waiting in the bay. 3, 2, 1. Low lie the fields of Aston Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Right, lads. Boys, that was tough. Oh, but yeah, that was. I'm glad I got it in the end, though. Now it's time for a personal favorite of mine, Iron Man by Black Sabbath. Has he lost his mind? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk at all? Or if he moves, will he fall? Is he alive or dead? I can see the doors within his head. We'll just pass him there. Why should we even care? Now the time is here for Iron Man to spread fear when he travels tight for the future of mankind. Nobody wants him. He just tears up the world. Nobody helps him. Now he has his revenge. Now the time is here for Iron Man to spread fear, what vengeance from the grave. Boys, that wasn't a traditional Irish song, but that was banger to play. Hold on a second here. Let's get back to some traditional Irish. Red is the rose. Red is the rose in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the vine. But my love is fairer than any. Oh, boys, I can't do that. At least I did it. Oh, this is my favorite one. 3, 2, 1. Stand up and fight until you hear the bell. Stand toe to toe, trade blow for blow. Keep punching till you make those punches tell. Show that crowd what you know. Oh, boys, I actually enjoyed that one. Or some of you might know it as R R R R R R R R R R R. I'm not singing a full cover of that, boys. And yeah, now that's kind of that's just general music, but I should do an instrumental. So here's one called "The Breeches Full of Stitches." Oh, a second, nah, that's not gonna work. Wait a second, will it? No, I can't do that. I'm not like that. I'm not that tiny. I'm more of a singer-songwriter, banjo player. Oh, this is a good one. I'll tell me ma when I get home. The boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair, they stole my phone. But that's alright when I go home. She is handsome, he is pretty. He's the belle of Belfast. Huh, he's the belle. Hold on a second. I'll tell me man when I go home. The boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my coat. But that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, he is he. She's 14, 1, 2, 3. I can't do this. I swear. It's a very fast song as well. That one, but that's Hold a second. Now this, yeah, I don't know what else I can do. Oh, here's a good one. This is one from Celtic Symphony. It's called. So here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For in those evil eyes they have no place in paradise. Yeah, that's good. Oh, here's one called The Moonshiner. This is an instrumental. So now let's go. My D is out of tune. I didn't realize that. Oh, so that was not too bad now. Um, Oh, a second. This is an interesting one. Funny. Or what song should I end this with, lads? I don't have too many. Oh, I have a good one here. Oh, a second. I need to see if I can get lyrics up for this one because I need. This is a tougher one to sing. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. So hold on a second. This is a really one I like, lads. So no one more you will hear the seagulls cry over the murmuring shaman tide. For they come to join the. No, I can't do this. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a lot left to give, so here's just one final song before I wrap things up this evening. On Raglan Road of an autumn day, I saw her at first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare that I might one day rue. I saw the danger, though I passed along the enchanted way. So I said, let grief be a fallen leaf at the dawning of today. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking by now. Away from me so hurriedly, my reason must allow that I had loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. When the angel woos the clay, he'd lose his wings at the dawning of the day. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for this evening. So thank you very much to tuning in to another episode of the Bricologist Animation Show. Thank you for supporting me week in, week out. Thanks to the Real Hamburger for coming on. And that's all from the Bricologist Animation Show. Oh, thank you guys. Bye bye.